Well, taking a live look right now over in Bradley, seeing a beautiful sunrise out there this morning. We're starting off dry with plenty of sunshine. Doppler radar really only picking up on just a few high thin clouds. Of course, we're seeing some fog out there, so if you do come across it, make sure you give yourself just a little bit of extra time. Of course, use your low beam lights. Otherwise, Doppler radar not really picking anything up in our area. Just some high thin clouds out there. Of course, that salmon color off to our west. Those are heat advisories. Luckily, not for our area, but we are going to be warming things up once again as we go through the afternoon time hours today. Otherwise, those temperatures starting off pretty mild already. Most of us sitting in the mid to upper 60s, 66 out in Pineville and in Beckley, 67 in Fayetteville, 61 in Richwood, and 63 down towards Lewisburg. So fairly mild start and also very soupy out there. We're seeing those dew point temperatures up once again. Most of us sitting in the mid to upper 60s as far as those dew point temperatures. And unfortunately, we're going to keep those muggy conditions around as we go through the next couple of days. Looking at that muggy forecast, really going to see humid conditions going into your weekend. But once that cold front moves on through, we'll kind of start to see those dew point temperatures drop just a little bit. So we're looking pretty pleasant and pretty comfortable as we go into next week. But of course, we're keeping some of that humidity around, but not as high as what we have seen the last couple of days. Otherwise, looking at that FUTURECAST, we're going to stay dry going through the rest of your morning. That fog will dissipate, but notice our temperatures quickly warming on up into the upper 70s and some low 80s by the mid-morning hours. We're going to go into this afternoon. We're picking up some rain and storm chances once again, kind of the same setup that we've seen the last couple of days. We are going to be seeing some pop-up showers and storms. Notice our temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 80s. Could see some low 90s, especially out towards the coal fields. We're going to dry things out going into the overnight hours once again, only cooling things down into the mid to upper 60s. And then we're going to go into your Friday. We're starting off dry. We could be seeing a little bit of fog once again, but otherwise we're not looking too bad as we start off your Friday. But then as we go towards tomorrow afternoon, we're going to start to see more scattered showers and thunderstorms moving on through our area once again. Those temperatures warming on up into the mid to upper 80s. And then we're going to start to dry things out just a little bit going into the overnight hours, still picking up just a couple of showers on the radar, but otherwise into the FUTURECAST, but otherwise we look to dry things out for the most part. And then we're going to go into your Saturday and we're going to start off dry, but of course we're going to pick up those rain chances once again. So our chances of rain staying a little bit lower today. Can't rule out just a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Going to dry things out going into the overnight hours and into early tomorrow before we start to see more scattered and widespread showers and thunderstorms. Now we are also looking at the tropics this morning. National Hurricane Center, we do have this low pressure system off the coast of North Carolina, and that'll move on northeast, and then eventually it'll kind of impact the mid-Atlantic states and coast and the New England coast, giving it about an 80% chance to form into a tropical cyclone going into the next 2 days. So we are looking at that. Luckily, we don't look to see any impacts here in West Virginia. Taking it back to our home, we are looking very warm and fairly dry through the day today. Looking at your SHEE's dog walking forecast, we also have Smokey this morning, courtesy of Shannon Wooden. Otherwise, we're giving it green pause through today. Very beautiful day ahead of us, but of course, keep your eye to the sky. We are looking on the drier side, but we can't rule out just a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Make sure you do stay hydrated and check that pavement as we are seeing warm conditions. If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for your dog's paws. Otherwise, looking at the next 7 days, we're going to keep that unsettled weather pattern as we go through the rest of your weekend as that cold front moves on through. And then we look to start to dry things out by the middle of next week with those temperatures cooling on down into the upper 70s and some low 80s.